Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Denver Nuggets versus the Phoenix Suns full game highlights, reaction, review, plus breakdown. Let's jump right into it. We see Cameron Payne filling in for the injured Chris Paul. Get the Suns started with the layup. Devin Booker right back behind that. Man, that was a nice finish right there. Who was that? That was a nice finish. Now, one thing, definitely not having Chris Paul, little general. You would think that, Phoenix would be lacking the leadership and the direction that they get from their, what they call them, the point guard. But, one thing I realized, you got to take this into account also, with people and their personalities and all kinds of different things. But you can see that not having Chris Paul, guys were there's just a little more pep in the step, man. You know what I'm saying? They knew they were going to get some more opportunities to play freely. You know what I'm saying? As we see Jamal Murray, Jokic standing there wide open. Jamal with the finish, though. They knew they were going to play freely and not have to worry about somebody yelling at them to be here, to go there, to do that, to do this. Just to go out and play. You know what I mean? And you can see that really, it really mattered to them, man, especially Kevin Durant, who loves to just play. Man, look at him calling for the ball right there, or being ready for the ball on the inbounds right there. You see Jamal Murray with the nice finish. Man, it was almost like a breathing fresh air for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they get to breathe now. They've been suffocating, you know what I'm saying, sometimes with Chris Paul and the way he can be. And they get to breathe, you know what I'm saying? And they did it. They got out there and they breathed, as we see Jeff Green with a nice finish right there. Jeff Green nice three. Jeff Green didn't have the usual impact that the Nuggets need him to have on both ends of the floor. As we see Bruce Brown. This play right here, that is not how you want to run a fast break. It is a 5-on-1. A 5-on-1. And Jamal Murray forced the layup. That would drive me out. That right there, whoo, man, that right there would really get under my skin as a coach, man. You got 4 players with you and 1 trailing behind them. And you don't see no reason to throw it up or throw a back trail, throw a dump pass to somebody at all. As we see KCP with the nice dribble pull up, another integral role player who didn't have the necessary impact that they're used to having. And that might have something to do, again, I'm pretty sure the game plan was for Jamal Murray and for MP to be a more aggressive offensively out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Was that the right game plan? I don't know. One thing's for certain is we knew Phoenix was going to come with some adjustments, as we see DeAndre Ayton get beat down the court for a dunk and then get beat back up the court by Jokic. That's wow. That's nice finish right there by Kevin Durant, but that's just wow. DeAndre Ayton is not. Is there something wrong with him? Is he in? I mean, what? I don't. Shaq got up the court faster than that, man. I mean, I don't know what DeAndre Ayton. I don't know what is going on with that kid, but he just does not have it yet right now, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? As we see Jamal Murray with the finish. One of those adjustments I talked about was to bring Lindell in for the majority of those minutes, which is what you'll see in this second half. Second half of this game, Lindell played the majority of those minutes. Ayton was just ineffective, man. You know what I'm saying? Jokic has no problem with Ayton. You can have that. You know what I'm saying? Jokic has no problem with Ayton whatsoever. Ayton is just not the most. I don't know. He doesn't hustle. You know, his motivations, it just doesn't seem to get him moving, you know, in the right way. You know what I'm saying? You see some guys who look like they're not motivated, but they're like Kawhi Leonard, for instance. Kawhi Leonard, you can just tell by his movements and how he plays that you can just tell by his actions that he's motivated. He doesn't have to, you know what I'm saying? But you don't get that. DeAndre Ayton, yeah, he has some of those same mannerisms, but he's not playing. He doesn't play the same way at all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was one of the adjustments, was Lindell playing the majority of the second half and or period of the game. And also of maybe bringing Kevin Durant playing small and having him play the 5. You know what I'm saying? Because Kevin Durant has been doing a really good job of protecting the rim, or at least putting himself in a position to do so. And he's been getting blocks. You know what I'm saying? He's up there. You know, as we see Jokic with a nice find in MP for 3. So, you know, we'll see what the next adjustment will look like. I know one thing's for certain. Aaron Gordon with the nice finish right there. The Nuggets are going to need a lot more of that right there from Aaron Gordon. A lot more of that from Aaron Gordon. And I don't just mean the dunk finish. I mean the passion and that intensity on both ends of the floor. You know? One thing I notice about this Denver Nugget team is there's a few players that have the tendency to get in their heads. You know what I'm saying? And kind of getting their feelings and kind of getting their own way, you know? And that's not going to help you win a championship. You know, as you see Devin Booker walk right into a 3. Devin Booker has really impressed me during this playoffs. I never was the hugest proponent of Devin Booker, but the way that he's approached playing this playoffs, and he's been focused on both ends of the floor, engaged on both ends of the floor. I'm impressed with that, man. I respect that and I like that, man. Shouts out to Devin for that. You know what I'm saying? As we see Jokic, oh my goodness, Jokic has such beautiful touch, but you see Lindell making it tough for him. You know what I'm saying? And even then, or even right now, you see who they have guarding Jokic down there. It was Kevin Durant, man. You know what I'm saying? Lindell did a good job off the bench, man. I mean, it's a lot to ask to deal with Jokic, but he did a good job. You know what I'm saying? For what the Phoenix need. As you see him back in for them crunch time, for the minutes that matter. For the minutes that matter, you know, he's the one that's on Jokic. You know what I'm saying? He's in for 8, you know. So that's one thing I was looking forward to see. So that's what Mike Malone's going to have to make those adjustments now next game, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously we already know one of the adjustments he's going to use. And having not, and he almost didn't have to make an adjustment because the Nuggets were in this game, stayed in this game, and got back in the game. That is the slowest. The rim is shaking, but that is one of the weakest facials I've ever. And I'm not saying, I mean, that was nice, but I'm just saying, like, the rim didn't even bend down. The rim didn't even bend down. All right. Anyway, you know, not having to utilize one of your adjustments or one of your plans because the team just played hard and got back in the game. You never know what can happen. That might work in the Nuggets' favor. So we'll see what that game 4 adjustment is going to look like. That was a beautiful shot right there by Kevin Durant. You can just see the body language and some of the guys. Jokic still playing hard. I just don't like Jamal Murray's body language. And I even that right there by Aaron Gordon getting his shot blocked by Kevin Durant was something. But anyway, even right there, you can tell KCP didn't want to give Jamal Murray the ball right there. Not in a way of I'm hating on you, but in a way of I just, you're just not in the right frame of mind right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with Jamal Murray. Especially to score the points that he did, you just would think that he'd be a little more engaged to the final buzzer, man. You know what I'm saying? At least till you know that there's no chance. You know what I'm saying? So definitely need a better mentality from Jamal Murray when it comes to not just finishing games, but executing plays, man. The Nuggets need better execution. You can't just depend on Jokic to be the executor. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Murray also has to be someone who's able and at times efficient in making good decisions. Defensively, obviously, Denver wasn't too good defensively this game. Weren't terrible, but they weren't good. Definitely, I'm pretty sure Coach Malone's going to definitely address that. Challenge the guys to be a little more aggressive. I didn't see really a lot of aggression on defense as far as like if you watch that Warriors Lakers game, you can see how aggressive the Warriors were on defense, especially dealing with Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? Which is how they won that game. I mean, Clay had a big game and all that, but defensively, making sure Anthony Davis didn't do anything. Who everybody knows I'm not a big. I don't think top 75, whatever. Anyway, that's all you got to do with him. You know what I'm saying? So, and LeBron, as good as LeBron still is at 38, he's 38. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you play with a certain level of intensity and a certain level of force, you know what I mean? That's not obviously going over the edge, but just with enough, you know what I'm saying? You can do some things, especially if you have the offensive power too. Again, we're talking about a Warriors team that are defending champions, so you want to see some of those qualities, so championship qualities. And that's what the Nuggets need. You know what I'm saying? Have some of that aggression and that forcefulness on defense. You know what I'm saying? Because you should be able to have scoring on offense. If guys aren't pouting and got their heads down or taking bad shots and making bad decisions, you should be a good enough offensive team. You know what I'm saying? All you need to do is just be a little more forceful on defense, man. You know what I mean? Be a little more motivated to be in the way. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. And to take a foul. I've seen Jokic by himself do that. I've seen Jokic by himself be the only one on the whole team that's willing to take a foul when needed. Like, I just don't want you to get an easy bucket. Here, take this foul. Just Jokic. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what adjustments Coach Malone makes for Game 4. So I appreciate you guys for joining me. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.
If this world were mine.